everything is a looping, is crazy. Everything at some point you realize that everything is a cycle, right? It comes and goes. Everything connects. Everything makes sense. It's insane, guys. Like something I've learned at the beginning of my journey, my spiritual journey, my process, my mindset shifting, some basic knowledge and basic concept I've learned is just coming back into my realizations and observations of life, but into a deeper meaning and um, deeper understanding of the concept, right? But it all connects, and it was like it's like all is simple. The laws of the universe are simple, but yet complex. I don't think that, when we say that we do act out of consciousness, that we do so many habits, waking up, brushing our teeth, digesting, we do a lot of our actions unconsciously, right? Because it became an automatism for the body to act this way. I don't think that we do it unconsciously. I think that ultimately God gave our being, our body, our soul, the power of choice. In all things, in small things, in big things, we have the power to choose at every second of our life, every moment of our life, right? Even right now, I'm choosing to make this video. I'm choosing to speak with you. I'm choosing to take this time. So that's a conscious choice, right? But even when you go to sleep, like, I think we have such a big power of choice and choice or intention of the way we think, what we think. Even though I understand we do have a lot of patterns that are unconscious, so wounds to heal from, and that are coming quickly to our mind, that are make us react when we are in a very high emotional state. But deep down, guys, I think that we ultimately choose. We choose to act the way we used to act for so long. We choose to respond on a defensive mode like we have been from the past. We still choose just the moment before we react or speak or they do an action like punching somebody. I don't want to say that we're all violent physically, but like punching somebody or responding meanly, insulting, or eating this other bite of dessert that you've been indulging in, the like nanosecond before doing it, we are choosing, guys. We are like, our conscious is here and we are choosing. Like, if you take a step back, it's funny because as I am meditating even more into my prayer and I'm more into this meditative state, it's like, there's different levels of, there's different degrees of world, like different dimensions. And it's like if you connect to higher dimensions, but in the same time you're aware of your surroundings. Like, so as I pray, I come into this state, like I connect to a greater field of energy, and that's for another video how I could describe it. But different field of energy, you feel so good, you feel so safe, you feel so taken care of, and you just connect to divine love with God. But in the same time, you hear, let's say, the TV playing in the background, your partner or kids, running around yelling, trying to distract. Maybe that can be distracting. You hear the clock moving. Like, you're so aware in many ways and many dimensions. So as you connect on a higher spirit and a higher level, you're still aware of the other lower dimensions that you are in, the physical dimensions. So I'm trying to put that in parallel where you are aware, like, even if you think you're not aware, as you react, as we're on reactive mode, as we choose unconsciously to grab this, eat this, walk towards this car, turn right or turn left, we make ultimately the choice. And this is what makes us such beautiful, powerful, but also dangerous creatures. right? Living creatures. So the reason why I share that with you is that we make so much more choices, and we are so much more empowered through our actions and our choices. And our choices is very broad. You choose to think this way, you choose to act this way, you choose to do this or not, you choose to talk or not, you choose to reach out or not. You have the power for a lot of things that's going on right now that is actually all have forms of repercussions on your karmic debt, on your consciousness, on the connectiveness, the higher consciousness of all living kinds. You have repercussions on different links towards different dimensions. So what I want to say is that there's a lot of power in choosing what we do, and at the end of the day, whatever you choose, whether it's small or big, there's a repercussion to it. And I know it sounds so like heavy, like, girl, you're telling me right now that now I have to think about everything I'm doing. I have so much thing to already think about, stress about, worry about. I have so much responsibility. On top of it, I'm gonna have to choose if I think that brushing my teeth should be worth it or not, think if I should go take a dump or not, choose to make food or not. Like, obviously things become automatism and you don't think anymore, right? Because it's easier and simple, and you've been repeating it every day during your routine to go to go cook, to go brush your teeth and everything. But it's not because you're doing it without thinking that you didn't make the choice of doing it. You're simply is thinking as something else. So while you are going and take a dump, while you're brushing your teeth, while you're cooking, automatically your brain has just made this choice of decision quicker, so they can keep thinking about other things. So my question is, how much time do you spend in a day thinking about something else while you're doing what you're supposed to do at the moment, right? And this is just stressing more the importance of focusing on the present moment, the power of now, right? I love this book, guys. It's a must read, The Power of Now from Eckhart Tolle. It really shed a lot of light and understanding and connected with everything that I've been experiencing. But how much important it is to focus on the now, because your now is what matters and what's your reality. And when you choose consciously, or when you become aware of what choice that you're making to do this action or this intention of now, the present moment, then it will have repercussions for the future. It will have repercussions on your future intentions or whatever you are creating on your path as you go on, right? But the most repercussions, obviously, it's now, it's how you live it. So let me recap. One, we do make, as small and quick the decision can be, everything we do, make, think, smell, touch, do, act, stems from a choice. Either it seems like a small nanosecond choice, decision making, or a big choice. Everything comes back to the fact that we are all choice makers, choice doers. That's how we're made, and that's what creates such this empowerment that we can hold on our manifestation in this world. And two, the present moment is what matters the most. We shall do all things with love, with care, and with attention. Because as we focus on the moment, you become more aware of why you do things this way. You become more aware of the importance of doing this, and you are more appreciative of your present moment, right? You're appreciative and grateful of the way that you do this task, the way that you shower, the way that you cream your body, the way that you eat and digest. And through this awareness of the present moment, your energy vibrations get higher. more powerful, and you're linked to all things that are connected, because the only reality is the now. And by becoming aware of the now, you're just becoming more mature and responsible about what should be your next action, your next step, and the reason why you must sacrifice this or this to achieve X project or X success. Um, all things make sense. Whereas on the other hand, what I've been doing and what a lot of people is doing is looking at the end goal, looking at what must ultimately be done, and doing it impatiently, and doing what we're doing now, the process of doing it towards success, doing it now with impatience, with disregard, without attention, and we're just doing it impatiently and with rush so we can go to our next step, so we can advance and do more. But then the concept of doing less with achieving more is not being respected, right? So all the things we do, small and big, on our daily basis, all the choices we make have repercussions on our future and repercussions on our results. The result that can happen over a long time, short time, tomorrow, in the next moment. All things get cumulated, and this is why cumulated, and this is why I can meet a lot of people who've been wanting to work out so much on this or that, and they just fail to do it, and they're just becoming worse. This is why some people, after 10 years, you look at them and like, whoa, they have changed completely physically and mentally. They just got worse. Like, if we don't make this conscious effort of becoming aware, not effort of like changing ourselves, because as you become aware, it becomes effortless to change. Because becoming aware is the key to everything. Because as you become aware, things become just obvious for you. Okay, that has to be changed, that has to be adjusted. This is my next move. This is the choice I'm making, not for the 10 years future, but for myself now. And by taking care of yourself now, and by choosing what's the best outcome for you now, at the present moment, indirectly you're choosing your best outcome and best scenario case and best higher self for your 10 years future, because all is linked. If you take care of yourself and you love yourself and you do things with love and care at your present moment, and you are caring yourself and not resisting the present moment, you will not resist your future, and you will be empowered to create your future. Because right now, that's what create the future, and that's what is now. Right now, if you're so surrounded in higher spirits and higher energy vibrations, it will just perpetuate in the future, right? Connectively, everything, the timelines, quantum physics, whatever energy. But if the now is surrounded with stress and overthinking of the future and regretting the past and being so mind fucked with a lot of thoughts, then you're perpetuating that into your future, into your next second, into your next moment, into the next year and next years. But people don't see it and don't feel that they're getting worse, because it's so micro minimalist, it's so small, it's so incremental, the change that it's accumulating. And then as we become worse in our mindset or energy, our comfort zone, our tolerance to bad vibrations or negative vibrations or low vibrations get bigger. Our tolerance gets bigger, broadened, so we are able to take more, and we think that we have become this new identity of low vibrations and low energy and low self, right? So a lot of things here I'm trying to share clearly. I hope that I'm getting my point across. But at the end of the day, and this is why after a couple of years or even a couple of months, you can see people getting worse. When, like, if you see them on a regular basis, it's harder to say because you don't see the big change from before and after. But if you haven't seen somebody after, let's try it, after 5 months, after 6 months, after 3 2 months, even after 3 weeks, like a certain chunk of period of time, like haven't seen them, and see them once after, you can see more easily the change, the transformation, or the difference between before and after. Like, all is moving, and everything we choose to do on a daily basis, consciously or consciously, is affecting our well-being, our mindset, our mind, our results, our lifestyle, our feelings, our emotional state. All is connected, guys, and it just depends on you to desire, to want. You don't have to make 10,000 efforts and make it the hardest life of your life to be successful and happy, guys. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just saying that you must be willing and wanting and desire to see that your best self is yet to come and is actually achievable and within reach and very much accessible than you think. You simply have to want it, and you simply have to just put certain factors of your life, environmental factors, good pioneers around, so they can help you get towards your higher self. It's much easier than you think, and I know it seems easy and like easy for you to say, girl, you're passionate about freaking mindset growth and spiritual growth, girl. But if you do just a small steps towards your higher self, and you realize the well-being, the rush of positive and loving and happiness feeling that comes with it, you will get hooked and you will get addicted to it, I'm telling you. And I know some of you might go through a lot of like hardships and dissociation and disidentification with feeling good, because for so long they think that they just deserve to be miserable and mad, and then be a failure whatsoever. But this is why abandoning yourself in the arms of our creator, our Lord God, the universe, is such a key, important key for your healing process. Not even me, not even a coach, not even a guide, not even having the right people, but this private and relationship with our creator is the key for you to finally break apart from the chains of misery and allow you to move forward and want to do this change and want to do this choice making towards a higher self. You don't have to be different of who you are right now to achieve this higher self. You just have to dig deeper and actually undiscover your true self, because I truly believe that inside each one of us, we are a big part of our creator. We are deeply inside of us hidden, have this purity that has to be just unleashed and undiscovered, and discovered and be lived through and experience it. So this is it, guys. That's enough for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you very soon.